9:24 p.m. I stepped out and left the girls alone in the bedroom because I think I knocked them out. I went all the way farther to Walmart instead of going nearby to the Publix. Because I wanted to see if they had they carried, what kind of dog food they carried there for my new puppy. And I had a small gift card, so I thought, well, maybe let me go ahead and see if I find a good puppy, Rachel Ray brand, because that's what I'm using on Mikayla now. Mikayla's gone from different brands, like, oh yeah, let's see how they do. I'm gonna go really quiet. It's gonna get dark. I'll just pause it meanwhile. Okay, we're using the outside porch light now. Oh, it's dark again. Okay, we're gonna see the moment of truth to see how they behaved. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying to say to see if how well they did alone after they were exercised a lot. This is my only time to get away from the madness. So I'm unlocking the door. Let's see. It's gonna get dark. And they did really swell. They're watching that. I left that on for them. It's like a 10-hour. And they're just calm and sleepy. Well, if you saw the other videos, you know why. So, I had to do that. Or else, there's madness. I'm always the referee. Well, I need to learn. I have to find videos on how to separate, like, I didn't realize it was going to be so hard. Like have the one leave the other one alone, because the young one is always picking. So I went and I got me this thing. It's already gone. But let me see if I get it close up. It's like sesame seeds. It's a whole medley of stuff. Sesame seeds with peanut. I think I hear one of them. Oh, the big one. The other one's gonna follow shortly. She's tiptoeing. She's not allowing her nails to hit the ground. It's Maggie, girls. Are you hungry? She didn't eat yet because she didn't want to. So, I'm gonna see if I can manage to feed her. She's going back to her bed. She's just checking on mommy, like, guess what I think? This is what I think she's. I might be wrong. She's probably saying, I know that you left and you left us, but I'm cool with that because I'm very tired from what you had us do. Talking for them. So anyways, I got me that. That was like an anxiety buster because it's real crunchy and it's hard and it's like a nugget and it's like this thick, like about 1.5 inches, and has raisins, peanuts, sunflower seeds, sesame seed. I remember working for my boss, Cheryl Mary. Oh, and this is another thing similar to it. See, you find them a lot in the Latino stores, especially the Mexican stores. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to Sushi Diary. day 11, and I don't know which number video this is from the many videos I did earlier. So this is like crunchy, good, like, because I've been very anxious, and this is pretty cool to anxious eat. I've eaten most of my fruits. I think I may have like about 2 or 3 cherry plums left, no bananas left. I finished all the these other cherries, and there might be some other fruits around. I'll be picking on them sometime. So anyways, I got some goodies. Got me an ice cream. And I remember when I used to work for Cheryl Mary, she told me one time, she saw me eating this, and she was like, what is that? Are you eating bird food? Because it is like literally bird or squirrel food. So it's, you know, like it has that sesame seed, like is the big, most of it is a you know, sesame seed all held together. And I got 2 things of liver meat, 2 packs of liver meat. Not for me, because I don't like it. My mom used to make it when I was a kid and make it like a steak with onions and stuff like that. It's because Mikayla appears to be very, very sluggish from the time that she had the hookworms, and now she's negative, thanks to God. But it affected her because it gives them anemia, and I can see her gums are pale. She's very sluggish, and looks like she's really struggling. So that's why I went to get those, and I'm glad I did. So I picked up one of these. Like in Pine Hills, there's a place called Sunshine Bakery. The Jamaican patties. I used to get them spicy, but now I get them mild. You know, just in case. And well, he's going back to Cheryl, and so oh yeah, going back to this thing. The seed, which is sesame seed, in Spanish is called ajonjolí. I like the way that sounds, ajonjolí, because a J is an H sound. And if you would pronounce it in English, it's of course incorrect, but it would sound like ajonjolí. But it's ajonjolí, and makes me laugh, you know, like the way you would pronounce it in English is funny, because I have the best of both worlds. I can laugh with both sides, with my American side and with my Latino side. With my American side, like for instance, one time I was with my a friend, it's like family, named Joanne, and she overheard me speaking on the phone, and I was having a conversation in Spanish, and they're all country, like way out in the country. You know, I mean, they even have cattle and stuff like that, way out in the country. And then back in that time, and she was like, what'd you say? Because I said ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Right? ¿Qué pasa means what happened. So she was like, what are you talking about, kielbasa? You know, like kielbasa sausage. So it's so funny. And you know, it's like when the American say something funny, like you saw how our Spanish words sounded funny to her, and I'm American too, so then when I can go vice versa, it's funny how people, something like my grandson, for instance, my grandson DJ, when he was about maybe 5, 6 years old, 7, maybe even 8, no, between 6 and 7, he came over one time, and I was really, really sick, and I had IBS situation, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and it can be very, very painful. It can be an onset when I'm very excited, happy, and my nerves shift somehow and affect my digestive system in a very bad way, or I can be very depressed or whatever. So it's like kind of affects me with certain nerves. So anyways, I was very, very sick, and I couldn't get up off the sofa. And so I tell my grandson, I call my son and I says, at that time he was visiting here, or I don't know if he lived in Florida. So it says, I'm going to put you up on here. Wait. I'm trying to find a place to put you guys on. So it says to him, oh, I'm suffering this. I wonder if you can... He was like, Mom, what can I get you? And I says, maybe you can get me some fiber gummies or something like that. I just didn't know what to get to alleviate me. You know, and then, so he called his good friend, I guess because he couldn't make it out to where I was. Maybe, who knows, he was working or something. I don't know what was the situation. I didn't ask. I didn't even think about asking. So then his friend Juan comes. He says, oh, I'm going to send Juan to go take you the medicine and this and that. So then he sends Juan. I hear Juan, but I can't get up because I'm in pain on the sofa. So I tell DJ, I'm gasping and I'm in pain. I'm like, DJ, Juan. I'm telling him, Juan is outside in the driveway. Go get the medicine or open the door for him. So DJ's going like this, all frantic. He's like, Grandma, but what? You see what I mean? I get the best of both worlds. I can laugh either way at how it sounds. And another one was a time that we went to with DJ again. We were in Killeen, Texas. Well, I was living on Fort Hood on post, raising my grandson while my son was overseas, and he was a single dad at that time. So I came down and lived there for a few years, raising him, like about 3 years or so. And then oh, I lost my train of thought. Jose told me, my son says, make sure he's like overseas, but he kept in touch a lot about his son. He's a very responsible dad. So he was like, I want to make sure that you get him, that he keeps up with his haircut, you know. He has his hair fine. But that's good that my son is like that. I'm glad. So he was like, yeah, I want him to get a Caesar cut. So I took him to the barbershop that he instructed me to go, that was off post, right near the base, you know, where the entrance is, nearby. And then I told the Korean guy, it was a Korean barbershop, I says, I would like to get a, he says, what would you like? And I says, I'd like a Caesar cut on him. And he was like, I says, do you know how to do a Caesar cut? He says, yeah. So I said, okay. And then he started to cut his hair and everything, and I just like forgot what a Caesar cut was like and what it involved. I really forgot what. And then I go home and I'm like, this doesn't look like what I knew a Caesar haircut to be like. Because Caesar, it comes from, you know, Julius Caesar. It's a straight, you know, kind of up here straight kind of look, and then it comes out with a fade. But DJ didn't look like that. And so then I took him back the next day after school, and I says, I looked it up on the phone and saw that it was the wrong haircut. It needed more cut down. So I took him and I says, it came out wrong. This is, you know what a Caesar haircut looks like? And I says, do you know what a Caesar cut is? And then he says, yes. And I says, what is it? And then he pulled out a pair of scissors. Caesar. I started laughing, but not making fun of him. I was laughing because it just was a funny moment. And then I burst out laughing, literally. And I was like, oh, and then I even said, oh, that's a good one. That was so funny. And my grandson was like, Grandma, you know, like, nobody's laughing. It sounds like we have a bunch of birds in here. So yeah, I tell you, I can tell you bunches of stories. Look at my little girls. Look at that when she's just nestled inside her blanket. My baby. As soon as I go over here, that one looks over. But she's got to learn that I love her too. I love both of them. I have enough love for both. And probably who knows how many more. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this. Good night. Thank you for tuning in to Sushi's Diaries.